toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his match?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying around.
Rushes on him. And he makes the grab, and he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his man, it's Hurley. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the ground to try to move the chains. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Right back to the well. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Here's the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You look out there, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes a man miss. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Lost to throw again. He makes a grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Cantrell. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. He's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on first down. Gonna let it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and
touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. The 50, the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown, Minnesota. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Willis. Oh, what a move to get room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Scanning the field, it's Moffitt. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Willis. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He turns that loose down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him in the flat. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Makes the catch. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner will be knocked down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Moffitt. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back open in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange.
Turning it on!
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't connect on his first throw. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Hauls it in. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Oh, they're after him. It's caught. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Power football with the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and there he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Cantrell. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cantrell. And now on second down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely center cut. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fakes to grab, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Just another week in the Big...
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that.
Got some room in it to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. The probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game.
Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. The inside handoff. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quarterback keeps it. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.